Carl from Nile.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Doing great, sir.
I'm Martin. Don't
Pleased
call
to
me
meet
sir.
you.
Please don't call me sir. I'm not that old. I'm a little bit younger than you, though.
I don't know. How many? How many years young?
2 years. 2 years younger.
2 years younger.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the sir then.
There you
You
go.
can call me sir.
Okay, sir. Sanders. um, I was wondering. Is this your first time in Manchester?
Oh, heavens no.
No. Okay.
We've been coming to Manchester for 20-something years.
All right. Cool.
Where were you?
Well, I was probably still in Czech Republic, or maybe in Chicago at the time.
Oh, okay, Chicago.
Yeah.
So you were Polish then?
No, I'm from Czech Republic.
Okay, all right.
From Czech Republic, and I moved to Liverpool about 8 years ago.
There's a substantial Polish community in Chicago.
It is.
And there's
It's
a
huge.
substantial Polish community here. That's why I figured, okay.
Yep. Yeah. So, as I asked you before the interview, how was the last 2 years for you guys? You've been touring at all, or?
Well, no one was touring for the last 2 years. No one. But this past year, now things are, starting up again. So it's time to get busy.
So how's the tour so far?
So far, so good. Yeah, you never know what can go wrong. There's a million things can go wrong in a tour.
Yeah.
So you must be very careful.
Yeah.
Be careful of superstitions. Yeah.
One of the questions I would like to ask you, the band called Nile.
Yeah, that's us.
Yes. Have you ever been in Egypt?
Yes. I went a few years ago with Native Sadek. We did a project together. Was there for about 2 weeks. I had an amazing time. The Serapium is the song we did. You can find it online. Native Sadek, the Serapium.
So how do you like it? Do you like it? That was your first time in Egypt, or it's just?
Yeah, it was my first time. I'd been wanting to go for many, many years. So it was great getting to see all the things in person that I've been writing songs about.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I had a great time with Nader. He took us to many historical places. I got to see lots of great shit. Yeah, it was good.
So how do you come up with this idea to start writing songs about Egyptians and these things?
Well, it's just a personal interest. So when we decided we were going to call ourselves Nile, I asked myself, well, if I were a fan listening to a band called Nile, what would I expect to hear? So the answer to that question led me to, start, doing a little bit of research, to work on these songs. And the more research that I did, the more I discovered I really enjoyed it. There was a lot I found interesting. And my passion and interest continued to grow from there.
So the last album was released 2019, right? So this is what we're going to hear tonight?
Yes, you will be hearing songs from Vile Nilotic Rights, but also a selection from our entire back catalog. There are many songs Nile fans want to hear.
There you go.
Yeah, and we should play some of them.
It's a big celebration coming up next year.
30 years. 30 years of Nile. Yeah. It's time to start planning that party. We got to have a fucking party somehow. Yeah, 30 years.
Any special tour or plans for next year?
No, we're working on a new record, so hopefully the new record will be out later this year. I think that's a good cause for celebration in and of itself.
Did you like the quiet time when you haven't been touring? Do you like the time?
Well, I appreciate the peace and quiet, but for us, especially George and I, uh, we spent the time working on our music. So it was a nice break, but I miss the people, the fans. It's part of the metal experience.
That's it.
The band, the fans, the camaraderie. Yeah, it's all part of a bigger thing.
Any big festival next year?
We got several big festivals. They're still confirming several of them. Uh, but yeah, of course, we'll play some festivals this summer.
So the inspiration is obviously from Egypt, all these lyric songs. Are you doing like a research for yourself about, or you have a like a some kind of author you like who's writing about
Well, you
Egyptian
said it
history?
already. Yeah, a lot of research goes into the songs. I have a lot of books, um, the History Channel, Discovery Channel. There's all sorts of stuff out there. Even if you just Google it, there's a lot to be found.
What is the most fascinating? What's the thing most fascinating about the Egyptian time?
For me, I think the most fascinating thing is that this was a culture that lasted thousands of years, right? And 2,000 years after its demise, people are still talking about it. It's still a thing. Is there anything that you or I will do in our lifetime that someone will care about 5,000 years from now? Probably not. Probably not. You know. So I think that in itself, the fact that it's a great civilization, it rose, it fell, and we're still talking about it. That's something.
Carl, what do you listen in the van when it going from places to places?
What do I
Or
listen
what do you
to in
do
the
in the
van?
van
Oh, I
or in the
try
bus?
to fucking sleep.
Sleep,
Yeah.
relax. You try or you really do?
Uh, well, that is the eternal quest. You try, but the bus has 18 other guys in there, so it is a successful night when you get some sleep.
Any message for the fans?
We're thankful to be here. Really happy to be just playing metal, uh, and I feel a gratitude and appreciation for the fans who have made things possible. Without their love and support, no band can do anything.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry.
Fist bump.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
sir.
Thank